Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's stream. I am going to be doing something a little bit different tonight, and as you'll notice, it's just my face. And this time around, instead of doing a playing game like I usually do, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, a little bit special. As many of you may know, today is November 29th, which is Final Fantasy XV's release date. Finally, this has been a decade in the making. I can't believe that just now, we're finally getting to this point. I've been waiting for this day for a really long time, and as a lot of people have. And what I'm going to do is something a little bit special, something I didn't think I would be able to do when I first heard that this was going to be happening, but something I'm very excited about, and that is to be unboxing the Ultimate Collector's Edition of Final Fantasy XV. That's right, somehow I was able to get my hands on one. There were about 30,000 of these made, at least that's what the reports are, and I have one of them. I'm very excited, so without further ado, let's get to it. And by the way, if you're tuning in on Twitch, feel free to ask any questions about what you're going to be seeing, about the game. If you have any thoughts on it, if you got the Ultimate Collector's Edition, if you got some edition of the game, tell me about it. We can talk about it. But let me pull this thing up. It is massive, as you can see. It comes in this really sick box. Very shiny. 4 main characters surround it, and it lets me know that if for some reason I want a refund, I can't break this seal right here, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. So let's get to it. And I will say, this is my first unboxing video, so if I don't do it the, right way, whatever the right way for opening a box is, then be sure to let me know, so the next time I have something super awesome to open up, I do it the right way, because, that's how we do things. I'm honestly mostly worried about destroying this really awesome box that I'll probably not keep and end up throwing away, but it'll probably sit in my office for, a week or so. This looks like I'm going to stab myself in the face, doesn't it? That's really exciting. Yeah, it's probably going to sit in my office for a week before I'm finally told that it needs to be thrown away. Rightfully so. All right. Finally, the hard part done. All right. Well, I'm going to have to lower this thing to get everything out of here. So I'm going to do that. Oh, there's another thing I've got to cut here. So while I'm delicately opening this present here, I have been a Final Fantasy fan for a very long time. The first one I ever played was on Super Nintendo. It was Final Fantasy II, which a lot of people now know as Final Fantasy IV. And I immediately loved everything about that game and the series of games. Alright, so this part is tricky. There are some breakable things in here, so I don't want to be too barbaric about this. So inside the box you will find another box, which is the box I'll probably end up keeping a little bit more. Right here, it might be hard to see. It says Final Fantasy XV Ultimate Collector's Edition. Has this really cool symbol on the front. And in very small text, nothing important is said. So let's continue to move along here. Oh, wow. Okay, now we're talking. Oh, so the box, like, completely opens up from the back. Okay, so... Oh, actually, I think we have another couple boxes inside here. Okay. Alright, tell you what, it's actually time to put this down. Okay, here we go. So, the first big box I pulled out of box number 2 is... Whoop, you know what? Over here it'd be easier to see. Is another box with a lot of really cool artwork done on it. Ooh. Very fancy. And inside that box, gosh, so many boxes. Oh man, all kinds of goodies. Here we go. Yeah, that box, right? It's pretty sick. So the first thing I'm going to pull out is a steelbook, and it includes Kingsglaive, the Final Fantasy 15 movie that was recently released. I actually haven't seen it yet. I wanted to watch it after I got this. So I've been patiently waiting. And then, let's see if we open it up. Final Fantasy 15, the game, is inside here. Very cool. We've got a registration code, which hopefully I didn't show you. That'll get me a couple of extra goodies. If I did show you, come on, be cool. Yes, steelbooks are the best. Oh, lots of other stuff in here. And then, as you can see, Kingsglaive is on the opposite side here. So Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy 15, in our first steelbook, along with a bunch of other materials that are telling me about all the great Final Fantasy products that I can buy, of which I will probably buy quite a few. Oh man, steelbooks are the best. I love that. All right, so set that aside. Next thing to come out is another steelbook. Awesome, with the other two characters on it, Prompto and Ignis. Here you'll see we've got Noctis on the front, and guy number 4, I'm totally spacing on his name right now, on the other side. So very cool. We've got all the characters represented, all the main characters anyway, the Bro Squad. So in here we've got a special soundtrack, and Brotherhood, which is the YouTube anime series that was done. I think there were 5 episodes that were released on YouTube, and if you got this, there's a 6th episode that comes along with it, I believe, if I read that correctly. Gladiolus. Name just came to me. Gladiolus, Noctis, Prompto, Ignis. I knew I'd get it. All right. So again, as you can see, we got Brotherhood on the right here, the anime series, and the special soundtrack, which will no doubt be good, because I don't think I've come across any Final Fantasy game, no matter how terrible the game might be, that the music was not good. So I'm very excited about that. All right, digging deeper into this first big box, something I am super excited about, and I think that's the, yeah. That's it for the contents of cool looking box. So here we have a 192-page art book dedicated to Final Fantasy 15. You can see the Roman numerals there on the back. We've got the car and the guys in a tent. Really hard to see because of the glare. Let's see. There you go. Guys, tent, car. Very nice. So let me open this up, and we can take a look at a little bit of the artwork. I am a really huge fan of this kind of art in general. I do not have the ability to create art, at least not in this form. And so anytime I find stuff that I like, I can really appreciate it. I love having these hardcover art books as like coffee table things, or to just look through whenever I have some time to kill at night after the kids have gone to bed. All right, so opening this up here. Oh, okay. So this fold out, which you probably won't be able to see all of, just because it's enormous. Whoop. There you go. That is what wraps around that first box that I pulled out. So that's pretty cool. 15, The Art of Final Fantasy. 15. Oh man, and right away, we get some awesome art of some of the characters. So we've got King Regis over here with son Noctis, and Luna right here, surrounded by some guards, it looks like, who are not very friendly, I don't think. Again, just incredible artwork. You can see there. Let me flip a few pages back. Some of the concept art for different characters in the game, no doubt. I actually can't confirm that these are characters in the game because I have not played it quite yet. Art from different locations. Oh, wow. Okay. Just really cool stuff. By looking through this, I'm probably spoiling some different elements of the game. So I'm going to leave it at that. But a very cool art book. Like I said, it's hardcover. Feels really great. It's nearly 200 pages. Very cool. All right, so far we have the 2 steel cases with the soundtrack, the game itself, Brotherhood, the anime series that was on YouTube, and then Kingsglaive, the movie that was released into some theaters. Before we get to the big part of it, I put something else somewhere. Where did it go? Here it is. So by ordering this through Square Enix, which was done, we also got some postcards. There were 5 of them, I believe, and so this was like a special for pre-ordering through Square Enix's store. And different stores had different things, but because the Ultimate Collector's Edition you could only get through Square Enix, obviously this is what I got. So again, just more art. Whoop. Which I love. Boys on the Road. Really great to like hang up in my office at work. Gosh, that looks great. Luna looking awesome. But that looks like straight like a photograph. That is really cool. And I think that's kind of how these were meant to look. We're sort of like Polaroids. Because taking pictures is apparently a big part of the game. Noctis there. All right. So on to the next box. All right, so inside here, I don't know what state it's in. Hopefully it's good. But inside here we have the Playarts Kai edition of Noctis, the main character in the game. There are no doubt a number of different parts to this this guy, so I'm going to take it out very carefully. Woo! There we go. All right, so that was nothing. Don't worry about it. Okay, so here we've got Noctis in plastic glory. There are 2 weapons that come with it, a sword and a lance, looks like. And, he's got a bunch of different, let's see. He's got 6 different hands, so you can put him in different poses, holding different weapons. And then, of course, he himself is able to be moved around and everything like that. I would take him out right now, but there are instructions on the back. which means I need to do a little bit more looking into how to assemble him properly. I do not want to mess around with that. This model is one of the reasons why this is such an expensive collector's edition. So I will treat him with care. And there you have it, folks. That is the Ultimate Collector's Edition of Final Fantasy XV. Again, to review, we have the Noctis figure, which I just showed you. From the Square Enix store for pre-ordering, anyone who did gets these awesome photo-realistic postcards. They are postcards. You can see on the back. See? So you can actually send them to somebody if you wanted to. That'll probably make their day. We've got the 2 steelbook cases that have different media in them. There were also a number of DLC items that you got as well for ordering this, including... Well, let me actually open that up. I can show you. Or I can at least mention them if I don't show you. All right, so... Covering up the code this time. There's a Masamune sword, royal raiment costume, a Leviathan regalia skin, which I'm absolutely going to put on my car once I get it, a travel pack, a camera kit, an angler set, and a gourmand set. Now what all that means, I am not entirely sure quite yet, but I will be finding out in a matter of moments when I put this in and start playing. So, oh, and then, of course, we can't forget this incredibly awesome art book. Very cool stuff, which I will be looking through very, very often. Yeah, and that's it. I am super stoked. Like, I think this is a really great Ultimate Collector's Edition. I mean, I'll just call it a Collector's Edition. I think it's really great. Obviously, there's some great stuff from the game itself. What I really like is it incorporates the whole story of Final Fantasy XV, including the movie and the anime series that was on YouTube. Of course, like I said, the art book is fantastic. I will really enjoy looking through all of that. But in terms of the game itself, so what I'm going to be doing with Rectify Gaming, which is a site that I do things for occasionally, I'm going to be doing a review in progress with them for this game. I am a regular guy who has a full-time job, just like most of you, I'm sure. And unfortunately, I don't have the time to dedicate, 50-plus hours to a game and give a review right off the bat. Obviously, getting this, I didn't get a review copy for the game, so I will be just starting it tonight. But I will keep everyone abreast of my progress as I go through the game, and hopefully it lives up to my expectations, which, a game that's in development for 10 years, the expectations are a little bit mixed. As a Final Fantasy game, I certainly expect it to have certain things to it, certain gameplay style, but I already know that it's being taken in a couple different directions that I was really excited for. So we'll see how all of that goes, and hopefully you guys can keep track of my progress and check out even more on Rectify Gaming. They have all kinds of gaming information, as you might expect, reviews of games, news that's happening every day, so feel free to tune in there as well. But I thank you guys for tuning in for this unboxing video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and those of you who did pick up Final Fantasy XV, I hope you enjoy your time with it, and be sure to let me know how you like it. We can swap stories, we can talk about all the great bro ventures we went on, and I'm sure that will be great. But if you would like to follow me on Twitter, you can do that. I like to spout off all sorts of nonsense all the time. It's at Scott D. Anderson. You can also, again, follow me here on Twitch at Shade846. And like I said, check out rectifygaming.com for all your gaming news. But I thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.